All right. Hello, and welcome to another episode of Single Moms Conversations with Kina. Day one listeners, big up yourself, and to all of the new ladies that are here, thank you so much for being here. All right, you could be any place else in the world, but you're here with your auntie. Okay, you rocking with this OG. Y'all do me a favor and hit that subscribe button. Don't be shy. It's just a button, okay? And that way you'll be notified as to whenever your auntie is dropping another one. And yes, ladies, this podcast is for us and by us. I'm a proud single mother, and so are you. All right, okay. And shout out to the fellas who listen. We got some fellas in the house. Okay, they listening, y'all. Okay, they taking notes on your auntie. That's cool. That's cool. Okay, but we don't really male bash over here. So if any of the fellas are like content creators or anybody who is looking, for different subjects to speak about, we don't male bash at all here. We just tell the truth. We speak our piece with our peeps, and we be chilling and all that good stuff. But shout out to the fellas that are listening. Our male audience is actually growing, so that's why I thought I'd say something, okay? And notice the voice. It's Monday morning. It's before 9 o'clock. I've been up since 6. I went to bed at 12, okay? Y'all already know what's going on. Y'all know how to run into this. Y'all know how we do it, okay? And I have to run some errands, so I just said, you know what? Let me get on the mic and do what I do. This is my happy place, right? It is. And I don't know, y'all. Y'all ever do something and it just make you smile? No? Yes? Okay. All right. So this is the one thing that I do that makes me smile. It makes me happy and it makes me smile. Okay? I don't ask for much. I don't. So if it sounds like I'm smiling, but my voice gets a little husker, you know what I'm saying? The voice is husker. It's because y'all make me happy. Thank you so much. Thank you for allowing me to speak to just one of you. That was my prayer. If I could just speak to one mother and encourage her, that's all I'm asking you for, God. Okay. God was like, nah, I got you. Ladies, you'd be surprised, like, what your calling is. Like, sometimes it takes years to find out, years to figure out, and years to know what you are supposed to be doing. Like, this is the one thing in my life that I know this is what I'm supposed to be doing. Or as the old folks say, this is what I'm supposed to be doing. Okay? All right. But we're going to get into this conversation today because I'm about to get mushy. And I don't want to do that. But we're going to get into this conversation today. I have given this talk a gazillion times on here. Right? But I'm petty. Right? So I will keep saying stuff over and over and over again until the right person gets it. Now, somebody like Auntie, you going way left with this, but y'all know how I talk. I go left, I go right, I'm in the middle. I'm all over the place. Y'all know how I do. Sometimes you could be doing something, or you could be riding or driving through a neighborhood, right? You just driving in your car, listen to your music, right? Right? You listen to your music in your car, whatever your vibe is, right? And you can notice something you've never seen before. You notice something you never seen. You're like, wow, I never seen that purple house right there on the corner. You ain't see it. It's the same thing with podcast, or the same thing with this message that I'm going to speak to you about today, right? You might hear something different this time, or you might be in the right state of mind to hear it, right? Let me tell you, because Auntie got to go all over the place. Come on now, lean with me, rock with me. Y'all know how I do. Okay. I was talking with this girl, right? Now, I talk with my hands. I talk with a lot of feelings. What you get here is basically what you get from me. You know what I'm saying? I don't got no chill. I'm just like this, right? Born to be mild, but if you ask me, I'm going to tell you. So she was telling me about some relationship issues that she was having. So y'all know I used to be a love doctor. So I beg everybody that I know, don't tell me anything about your relationship, because I have this way of deciphering things, and just it looks different to me, right? Because I hear things differently, because I learn different techniques. I learned this, I learned this, I learned that, right? It's a trained eye. Okay, I got a trained eye and ears. You know what I'm saying? It's different when you trained in something, I think. and when you just don't know. So homegirl is telling me her problems. So I had to ask her a definite question. That guy you with, do he like women? Like, I'm dead serious, because I see him making you into a whole entire dude. I'm so serious. Like, ladies, come on now. Am I the only one who been in a relationship with a person wanting to make me into a man? And I'm like, hold up, wait a minute now. Wait a minute. I can't be your man. Oh, it's just me? Is that a relationship conversation we need to be having up in here? And are we going left to go right? Are we doing this today? I'm going back on track. So she was telling me about this story. And basically what I heard is he didn't like her. He didn't like her. So when I asked her that question, she got mad offended. She was mad at your auntie. She was on some, what you mean? So here I go. Don't tell me your problems if you don't want to hear me say something. Because from what I'm hearing, he don't like women. He don't like you. So she was like, no, he got a lot of respect for women. And he hold them in the highest regards. I say he can't if he making you go through all of these hoops and do all of this stuff. You're not ain't gonna tell her business. But it was mad foul to me. So she was like, no, well, I'm not ready to hear all that. She got an attitude with me, right? She called it attitude. She need food to eat her. I'm like, girl, get off my phone. Right? Because I will tell somebody to get off my phone. Y'all better start telling people to get off your phone. Okay? That good girl is gone. Okay? Tell them, get off my phone. Right? Do a hard slamming of that phone, right? Even though we got cell phones, I can't do that. But she had to come back to me, and she was on some, you know what? I gotta apologize to you. I said, what that going? What happened here? What you mean you gotta apologize to the kid? You gotta apologize to me? Okay, I'm up here at Shay Laverne. That's what I call my house, y'all. Shay Laverne. Chilling. And you talking about now you gotta apologize. Now, just 3 months ago, you was mad. Now you sorry? Okay, what happened, girl? I had to get a little humble, because we like hearing what we write, right? She said, I ran the story that I ran past you to a guy. And the guy said the same exact thing that you said. And she said, I'm sorry. At that time, I wasn't ready to hear it. Okay? I wasn't ready to hear it. I was like, that's okay. Maybe my approach was too rough for you. She said, no, it actually wasn't. His approach was very rough. But for some reason, I heard it when he said it. I said, well, maybe he was the confirmation. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to really smooth it over. Y'all know how we do. We're trying to smooth it over. We don't want nobody to feel bad about themselves. But in the back of my mind, I was thinking, I could have saved you an extra 2.5 months of nonsense. We could have chopped this thing on up. We could have figured it out. But since, she wasn't ready to hear it, everybody has their own process, and I get it. I respect that. That's the one thing I do respect, is somebody's process, right? Because Lord knows I have had my own process where I want to see what I want to see. I'm not moving forward when I should be. I'm not going after things as aggressive as I should. Yeah, I have my own process. So it just is what it is, y'all. But I'm saying all this to say, that's why I'm repeating this podcast again, y'all. Y'all see how y'all auntie roll? I ain't got time for the nonsense, y'all. We're going to keep saying this, because I do this for the culture. I do it for our babies. I do it for you, because I want you to have the most beautifulest life you could possibly have on this planet. Do you understand? You only get one of these. You only get one face, 2 sets of feet, arms, 1 brain. Okay, we only get one of these. So we got to make the best out of this thing, right? A happy Monday, y'all. Chiba. So I'm going to talk to you again about getting your education, right? I got some mommies in here who feel stuck. They're working in jobs that's not paying them enough for the type of work that they're doing. I have mommies in here who want to go to the next level, who are stuck in certain income brackets, right? I got mommies in here who work harder than most people on this planet, and their income still qualifies them to get EBT. Food stamps, Fruity Loops. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Where the food stamps at? I'm not telling you don't get food stamps. I would never tell you not to feed our babies. This is a rich country. They can do it, right? But just by you qualifying for the food stamps, it means that you are way below the poverty level. Trust and believe, they are not going to give somebody food stamps unless they are really having a rough time, right? Your income is probably not paying your rent, or it's paying your rent and you can't buy nothing else, right? That's when you get help in this country. Which I got a lot to say, because when I learned more about the other countries, especially in the Nordic regions of Europe, they give such benefits to families and people with children. It's amazing. It's just amazing, because they know that if people stop having children, then the birth rates decline. Then who you're going to have to run the country, who you're going to have to run these businesses, who you're going to have to do these things, right? Because the birth rate has declined here. And the average single mother only has 1 child. 50% of single mothers have 1 child. 1. When I was growing up, that was unheard of. Right? It was very rare that you saw somebody who didn't have siblings. Right? And I had one friend who did not have siblings. Okay? I'm so serious. So I need you to understand how things have changed. Right? Just to give you a good picture of how things have changed. So I'm going to talk to you about getting your education. If you haven't decided, or if you're on the fence, I might have a mommy that's on the fence who's not sure if she should just touch that button and get that financial aid, right, that she may qualify for. She's worried about the stress and bringing more stress into her life, okay? I get it. She's worried about time management. She's worried about how I'm going to do this. I'm already tired. I'm working. I'm doing this. I'm doing that. I'm doing this. I'm doing that. And I beg you, as I have begged you before, Saturday mornings, Sunday mornings, after work, Friday night, we got to make the time. We have to do time management. Take away your social media time. I bet you'll have your degree in no time if you stop social media, right? Don't stop listening to Auntie though, but I'm just saying, if we get serious and we lock in for 2 years, you can have an associate's degree. Lock in for 4 years, you can have your bachelor's. Lock in for 6 to 7 years, you can have a master's degree. If you have a 2-year-old child, it will be a different world for our baby when they're 8 years old, when you're all packing up your moving van and you're moving to a better neighborhood, and you're not seeing what I was seeing in Brooklyn in the projects, scared to go into the building that you live in, right? Listen, it's levels to it. It is levels to it. But if you're looking to move the family to the next level, unfortunately, you are going to have to be the person to make all the sacrifices and sit and have the discipline and to lock in. We lock in not for our present self. We lock in for our future selves and for our babies' futures. They determine the prison cells according to zip codes. They determine whether or not you're going to make a certain amount of money according to your zip code. Now, I know there's some people that's hood rich, and you know some hood rich people, but that's very few people in the hood. I'm just saying this to say you can change all of this. You're the great alchemist, but mommy, I need you to lock in. If you never heard me say this, I'm begging you to listen to me now. Think about the babies, think about the future, think about your present circumstances, and think about how you can change the outcome of you and the babies. Most people who don't make a lot of money, they work so hard. I know, I've been there, but I've just worked so hard, and then I meet someone who's doesn't do half of what I do, but because they have an education, they're making more money than me. They're doing better than me. They have more peace of mind than me, right? So if you never thought about locking in, or if the thought crossed your mind, this might be your confirmation that, come on, mommy, let's go. Fix your hand in the mirror, let's go. There's nothing else for us to do. Click that little financial aid button. You qualify. You're going to get a nice refund. Okay, and there's some other perks with going to school. When you get there, you're going to figure it out. The most beautiful part about getting an education is that it gives you a different way of thinking and a different way of looking at the world, right? And please, if you heard somebody say, people go to college ain't nothing but dummies, you're educated dummies, and all of this stuff, you've heard people say that. I've heard people say that. These are people who've never been to college. These are people who've never acquired any of the knowledge other than what they know and what they're watching on TV and what they hear from their fake woke friends. And I mean that. They fake woke friends is telling them a lot. Meanwhile, these people are inebriated and filled with all sorts of devices, but they're the ones out here preaching. They're the ones out here on social media. They're the ones out here who always got something to say. They just sitting on the project benches talking. Right? Let me stop. Yo, you ever sat next to a person or sat around the person who knew everything, but they didn't know how to make more money and do better in life? I have. It's a sad shame to see. Know everything, but don't know how to do better in life. Don't know how to have a decent place to live or move their family into a better neighborhood. It's amazing. Just amazing. But nevertheless, I digress. I ain't going to get into that. I'm not going to get into that. But here's some of the reasons why we need to move forward, get our educations, and take our family to another level, right? Because ain't nobody else coming. Ain't nobody going to do it, right? The other parent already showed us what they going to do. They showed us their style, right? So now we got to pop off and show them what we do. You know what I'm saying? You're going to have higher earning potential. I told this story 1 trillion times. I had a good girlfriend. We was working the same job. She was in school. She finished. She graduated. She got her bachelor's degree. She went to another state and started teaching, right? She called me up and was like, yo, Kina, my check that I got from this job. Now, mind you, she's not afraid of the hood. She went and worked in one of them schools where people were scared to go, but that was home sweet home to her, right? So she went on in, right? She was like, I do an after school program and I work my job. She said, it looks like an income tax check for me. And I was like, wow. She was like, whoever says education don't pay, don't believe them, right? This is many, many years ago. So we can get a higher earning potential. That's the goal. More money, less problems. Stop listening to people talk about more money, more problems. They lying. They are liars. Take that out of your subconsciousness. The more money, less problems. Yeah, I'll be crying up in here while I'm hitting that button to pay for my electricity bill. You ain't got no money. You ain't got no lights. Get out of here. Pay that rent. Pay the mortgages. Talk about money means putting your son in football camp, okay? Science camps. They talking about more money, less problems, okay? Another thing is financial independence, ladies. Come on now. Where all my independent ladies at, right? We ain't gotta worry about asking people. I'm not saying I don't mean people should give. Okay, don't get it twisted. Auntie wants all her child support. Don't get it twisted. But I need every single penny of it. Okay, because I did not have children by myself. That's all I'm saying about me. Okay, but when we don't have to ask people, we don't have to have people dictating our finances and our financial freedom. And that means we can invest in our children's financial future as well. Right? Long-term stability, not short-term. Certainty, not uncertainty. Okay? I said certainty, not uncertainty. I don't want to have to guess. I don't want to have to dream about getting paid. I don't want to have to wonder, is the child support going to come this week? Because I got to pay the light bill. I don't want to have to worry about that. And again, I keep all responsible parties responsible. I keep them all responsible. Give me my money, thank you. I got to take care of my babies, right? But when we are making more money, we're not sitting there contemplating on this money coming in. That could come in, it could not come in. It depends on what he doing, right? And y'all know how the court systems run. Y'all know the run-ins. 3 months, 4 months, then they got to find the other parent. That should be illegal, but it is what it is. I'm just saying, I don't want to go off track. I don't want to go off track because I actually got some notes here. All right, Achiever. We will be breaking generational poverty. When you become educated, you break generational poverty. You understand? I told you who you are. You are the curse breakers. You are the great alchemists. Come on, mother. Come on, mommy. Let's go. Fix your hair in the mirror. And let's go. Get your lip gloss, baby. Get your purse. Let's go. You got this. I'm just saying. The children of educated mothers are more likely to succeed in school and pursue higher education themselves. This creates a positive cycle that lifts future generations out of poverty. You see what I'm saying? It's bigger than you. Look at our beautiful babies. Look at our beautiful babies. You are the first teacher. I keep telling you this, and y'all starting to make me mad. Y'all starting to make me mad. Somebody said, what I do, Auntie? Leave me alone. Leave me alone. Leave me alone, okay? You'll have access to better opportunities, mommy. Better health benefits, all right? You'll take your little Blue Cross Blue Shield card into the place. You know, you're going to have a copay, okay? But you'll have good medical coverage. And there's other benefits that comes with better employment. It's the truth. Now, y'all know I have worked for myself for a long time. Before that, I had jobs. Prior to that, my first real job, I worked for the Department of Education in New York. And we did have benefits there, but I was young. I didn't really understand my benefits. It took me to work for myself to have to pay out of pocket for a lot of stuff to say, wait a minute now, this is crazy, right? Right? When I started working for the company that I'm working with now, I didn't understand the benefits, right? So you know me, I'm going to find the youngest person in the room that got patience for me, and I'm going to be like, hey, help me with this, right? So they was like, look, this is the FSA, this is the HSA, you could do this, you could do that, you could do this, and they was breaking it down to me in layman's terms because your auntie was a little overwhelmed with all the information, and I was like, wow, these are some good benefits. So having a higher education will not only open you up to better money earning opportunities, it will also open you up to extremely good benefit packages, 401ks. You know what I'm saying? Real grown woman stuff. And I know the ladies, if this is all you've ever done, if you only have 401ks, you've only worked good jobs, you don't understand to people like me what that meant. Like, well, I was so excited about the 401k, y'all. I was like, well, what can I put in there? Well, I was asking silly questions. I was sitting home doing the math, you know, and my daughter, who's never experienced a really bad job, you know, she's never experienced it because she has an education. She was like, why are you so excited about this? Like, she couldn't understand. I was like, watch yourself, shorty. watch yourself. You're gonna catch these hands. You know what I'm saying? But I just want to give you something to think about. Another thing is you will be a strong role model for your children. Again, you're the first teacher. They're gonna watch you. They're gonna remember you sitting at that table in tears trying to understand what the heck is going on in this class. They're gonna see you searching on YouTube trying to grab the concept and reading other stuff. Listen, is that just me? Okay, I'm an older learner. Leave me alone. Leave me. I'm an older learner, right? But the babies are going to remember you pushing forward to get everyone to the next level, right? So these are just some of the benefits, right? The babies are going to watch you and they're going to do as you do because you're a mother. Okay, now should I go on? Because I got more notes. Somebody said that Auntie must have had her coffee. Child, you know the decaf do got some caffeine in it. It does. Decaf has caffeine in it. It's a little bit, but it's enough to rouse up my nervous system and get me going. You know, I just want to throw some numbers at you. Can we talk? I just want to throw some numbers at you. Just a little something. So in this country, we have 333.29 million people in the United States. Ladies, a shout out to you if you're from another country. I know everybody listens from different places, but I just want to bring the focus to the United States if I can. That's how many people are in the United States. So my question was, how many of those people are poor? 37.9 million Americans are poor, right? 37.9 million Americans. There's 333 million people living in this country. So out of that number, I wanted to know, like, how many, how many are millionaires in this country, right? And the number is staggering. So drum roll. Okay. All right. So 18% of the households in America are millionaires. So that's approximately, 23.7 million households in America are millionaires. I don't know if they're the millionaires next door. I don't know if they're sneaky. I don't know. This is from www.fool.com retirement. Right? I was just looking, and Forbes is saying 22 million, but hey, it's still in the millions, y'all. It's still in the millions. Look at those numbers. I need you to look at those numbers. That's a lot of people. And in between, I just Googled like how many are middle class because I wanted to know. And it says about half, 52% of the households in 2022 were middle class homes. So it's possible. I'm giving you these numbers to show you it's possible. It's very, very possible to take yourself from one level to the next level. And mothers, we have the power to do that for our families. Just as I decided I wasn't going to be another generation raising my children in housing projects. Shout out to everybody who lives in housing projects. You don't have to stay if you don't want to. Some people are comfortable, but I knew it wasn't my destiny to be scared if they're going to have a shootout while I'm trying to just go in my building. Like, I knew that wasn't it. It couldn't be. It just couldn't be, right? I am the one who stopped it. So you can be the one who stops this. You have that power. I'm giving you your power back, okay? See, because you got superpowers and you just ain't know you had them. I'm giving you your power back. Look, bling, there you go. Got your power, okay? Get your lip gloss. Mother, get your bag. Let's go. It's time to do grown things, okay? It is. It's time. And I know. We watching the news. They saying all of this stuff on the news. I know. They saying people not shopping, people not buying, the economy is doing this, the economy is doing that. But let me tell you something. I live near the outlets. I don't know why I always live near outlets, right? From the time I left New York, I have always lived 10 to 15 minutes away from outlets. I don't know why. Maybe that's why I like to shop. I don't know. There's a line so long to get into the outlets by me. It goes down the highway. It goes down the street and down the highway to get into those outlets. People got money. I see people shopping and buying stuff every day where I live. Look at people. Look and see these cars moving and shopping and stuff. Stop listening to this news. Stop, because if you're feeling a certain type of way and you listen to gloom and doom in these news channels and social media, you're gonna think that's how the world is. You're gonna think that's how everybody is living. Everybody ain't living like that. Everybody ain't stressed out and struggling. You don't have to be stressed out and struggle. Okay? And just to cap it off, I'm gonna cap this off. Madam C.J. Walker, okay, because this is the last day of Women's History Month. I know I be slipping. Madam C.J. Walker started her business in the Great Depression. A black woman with no money who put some ointments and hair stuff together. Okay, we're not gonna go into the other part of the story, but she did it. And she became a millionaire during the Great Depression, when that was unheard of, when black people in this country were suffering and starving. She did this. So don't tell me, in this age where you got a whole computer in your hand, that phone is a computer. Don't tell me you can't make change. Don't tell me. No. So ladies, let's get this on and popping. This is my semi-annual pep talk for the mothers who were thinking about going back to school, getting their education, getting their GEDs, whatever you're going to do, mommy, come on. Let's go. We got high levels to go to. We got more things to achieve. Let's go, mommy. Let's go. Okay? Balance is going to be your best friend, right? Balancing things out. Prioritizing the babies, work, school. That's it for the next 4 years, baby. You got this. All right? And again, I need you to look at it like this. If your baby's 1 year old, right? By the time your baby is 4 years old, you could be up here moving to a whole nother area. You could move into one of those little apartment complexes that got the pool and the dog park. Okay, y'all seen those? They got the pool, the dog park, and they got the playground for the babies. They have all these events in the clubhouses and stuff. Come on now. Okay, summertime, you in the pool, you getting a tan. Okay, you out there with your shades on, with your babies. You ain't even talking to nobody like that, you know, being bougie and stuff. Come on now, then you go home and sit on your deck. All right, you sitting on your deck. I don't care if it's small, it doesn't even matter. You sitting there chilling, getting you some sunshine. The baby's taking a nap. This is your Saturday, mommy. What you doing? All right, you too cute to get in your car and go someplace and get some food. You door dashing the food. Okay, hey, y'all know that's a beautiful day. But anyway, I've been here too long. I want to thank you so much for being here. You could be any place else in the world. And ladies, if no one has told you that they love you, I want you to know that your auntie loves you. Okay, I expect greatness from you because I know you could do it. It's just they try to brainwash us and have us believing we can't do it. Okay, but I'm here to tell you, you're going to be able to do it. All right, so on that note, I'm going to get on up out of here. I have to run some errands. I love you. I'll talk to you soon. Peace and hair grease, y'all. Achieva. Oh, wait, and one more thing. And I promise you I'm out. If you cannot catch me here on Spotify, Apple, wherever you listen to us to, you can definitely catch us on YouTube podcast. I fixed it so that we can be heard over there. So when I upload here, it uploads on YouTube as well. Just so that you can always know where I'm at. I just thought I'd just throw that in. All right, that's my last interruption. All right, listen to the music. Peace.
He asked what could he do for me. I told him that my love is free. But can you match me? I can do it all for myself. Want you but really don't need help. So can you match me? I like luxury. up is a blessing, but F you.